Hey there, everyone. Dr. Beth Westie here, and welcome to another live video educating you about your hormones, health, wellness, all the things. And I'm really excited today to talk about this. Let me just set this up so you guys can see it. There we go. I wanted to talk about the quick fix, why this is not always the best thing, right? And how mentally this can be one of the biggest places that we get stuck and we get really frustrated with ourselves and we feel like, oh, why can't I move beyond this? Or why can't I just get here? Why can't I just make this happen for myself, right? The quick fix is not always going to be leading you in a better direction, right? So here's an example. This is just an example. This is an example that I see all day long. I've seen it with 3 different gals already today. So if you feel like this, you are definitely not alone. And this is something that we do in the 12-week challenge. So again, our waitlist is open, and I want to make sure if you guys want an opportunity to get on the waitlist, that you go in the comments right now, get on the waitlist for the next 12-week challenge, because this is the only place that you're going to get the registration link. It is only sent exclusively to this 12-week waitlist. So if you want to get on the waitlist, got to get on that. If you want to get on the registration, got to get on the waitlist, which is in the comments there. But a lot of times you feel like you're the only one going through this because, you're like, I'm going to the gym, I'm doing all these things, and all these other people are seeing these results. So-and-so, who I've been going to the gym with forever, oh, she's making progress like leaps and bounds, and I'm getting nowhere. I'm getting nowhere. This is crazy. What is wrong with me? There's nothing wrong with you, right? There's nothing wrong with you. There's just things that aren't being addressed. So here's the example that your goal is, you're like, I just want to lose 10 pounds. If I can lose 10 pounds, I'm going to feel better. If I can lose 10 pounds, these things are going to change for me, right? That's what you're thinking, right? Because along with having that extra weight around, your physical frame, which the body never does anything without a reason. You don't just gain weight for no reason, right? Or because, oh, I'm eating lots of cookies and sitting around. No, the body always has a purpose and a reason for having that extra weight. And a lot of the time it's protective. A lot of the time it's in a response to stress levels, hormones, a lot of other things, right? Which is why we do the Dutch test. You get your own Dutch test. This is a very comprehensive urine test to test your hormones. It tests your estrogen, progesterone, testosterone, adrenals, cortisol, nutrient levels, neurotransmitter, so much stuff. It takes almost an hour for us to go over this, because there's so much detailed information about you in here. Yeah, one of my favorite things that I hear from women when they get their results back is they're like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. I don't feel like I'm going crazy anymore from having this result. Yeah. Even if I sometimes feel bad. Like, oh, like I went over one today where I was like, wow, ooh, well, you have this one thing that's good on there. And I was like, I'm really sorry. I was like, you got a long way to go, but here's the plan that we've got. Here's how we're going to get started on it. And we're going to get you feeling better as quick as possible. And she was like, you know what? I appreciate that you went through this with me, because now I know that this is something I can take care of. She's like, I didn't know where to start. There were so many things going on. I didn't know where to start. And I was like, yeah, now we have a start. So that's the benefit of this. So we do this test, which again, you get in the 12-week challenge. So get on the wait list, which is in the comments there. But you're not only having this extra weight, which your body puts on for a reason, but you're also fatigued and low energy here. I put both of them on there because these are 2 different things. Fatigued is like, well, I have energy sometimes, but then other times I can barely move or get off the couch. What's wrong with me? Nothing's wrong with you. Your body is worn out. And then low energy, like you have that energy dip throughout the day. You can have bad sleep, which can lead to bad moods. And you're like, oh, I'm in a bad mood because I didn't sleep well. Is it just that you didn't sleep well, or is there something going on with your hormones? Brain fog, right? Brain fog, irregular cycle, or, there's other hormonal symptoms going on. You can have acne, or your hair is falling out, right? And then you're like, I've been working out. I've been pushing myself so hard. I'm not really getting any muscle. What's wrong with me? Nothing, right? So because you're like, oh, if I can get this 10 pounds off, I know that's going to change these things. That's going to help me feel better. I mean, maybe, but oftentimes you put on this 10 pounds because you have all this stuff going on. Your body, to protect it, will add more weight. And no matter how hard you fight it, you're not going to just drop it. So this is what I see all the time. The quick fix, I'm just going to cut calories. I'm going to cut things out. I'm going to try this fasting thing. And then you go into some really dangerous fasting modes. I teach you how to fast for the female body and in a healthy way. And we actually look and see if your body is ready for fasting. There are some gals I'm like, nope, you're not fasting yet. You're not ready for that. It's going to take a couple of months to get things at a level where we can actually do that for your body. But cutting calories, cutting things out, very, very common, because you're thinking, I'm going to get targeted this 10 pounds really quickly. I'm going to exercise more. I'm going to exercise twice as much. I'm going to exercise twice as hard. I'm going to exercise twice as long. All you're doing is burning yourself out more. Yeah. I'm going to cut out carbs. I'm going to cut out other nutrients. That's going to help a ton. When the body is stressed out, and so many of us have been stressed out and have not had the appropriate stress response and stress assistance, that causes you to crash and burn that much faster. If you guys want me to do a whole video on carbs and adrenals, I can. Because if you've been under chronic stress for the past, year and a half, and you're cutting out carbs because you're thinking it's going to help you get here faster, and you're like, this doesn't feel good. I don't feel good. What is wrong with me? I can do a whole video on that. And the female body and your hormones, because that is a quick fix that you might drop weight for a week, but then you crash and burn and you can't keep going. And then you're thinking, gosh, I just have to push through. I have to push through. No, you are burning your system out even more. When you have more of a health-focused response, and this is, again, what we do in the 12-week challenge, we are working to replenish your nutrients. We are working to get your system functioning better here. We want to balance your hormones. We want to get your system working better so your hormones are at a better level, so you're not having an irregular cycle. You don't have acne. You're not losing your hair, things like that. You're increasing your energy so much so, you're like, I cannot wait to work out. Oh my gosh. I actually had a call today with a gal who we have been working on her adrenals for a while, right, for a couple of months now. And she finally got to a point where she was like, I am like chomping at the bit here. She's like, I can't believe it. How much energy I have, how much better I feel. She goes, I've been doing my workouts, a couple times a week, nothing big, but she's like, I feel like I could do that every day. Is it bad if I start every day? Nope. You are ready now. Go after it, right? That's the level that you want to be at. That's the kind of energy you want to have naturally. And then we also want to make sure we're improving your sleep and your stress levels. This is how we get your body functioning better first. That way you feel better. And then the side effect of that is that you just drop 10 pounds. And a lot of times I know what you're thinking right now. You're like, okay, that makes sense. Yes, I want to feel better. Yes, that's amazing. But then immediately like, but I don't want that to come later. I know. But if you've been trying all of these things to drop this and it hasn't worked, it's not a matter of doing more of this. Your system's at a point where it's not going to budge anymore. I see it all the time. I see it all the time here, where it almost doesn't matter, right? It almost doesn't matter how much harder you do these things. This has totally burned your system out. And the more you go to this, the more you're not going to get a result. Isn't that the definition of insanity? Keep doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result when you're not really getting there. Right? That's why we have to target your system and actually get it functioning better so you feel better. Then, when you feel that much better, it's so much easier to approach this piece of it. Stop burning yourself out and stop thinking that you're doing something wrong, because you're not. You're just not addressing the things that need to be addressed. So, if you have questions, let me know. If you are looking at something and you're like, oh, what about this thing? Or what about, I have this thyroid thing, or I have this going on. Is this okay? Right? Send me a message. Right? I'm more than happy to answer questions there. And if you're looking for other resources, my books, The Female Fat Solution, The Female Menopause Solution, these are on Amazon. Great resources talking all about how to eat for your hormones and your cycle there. And then I also have my podcast, which is The Female Health Solution. And then my YouTube channel is called Dr. Beth Westie, where you can subscribe to stay updated on all the videos I have coming out. And then releasing very, very soon. So stay tuned, be ready to watch Tinctures for Your Cycle, like seed cycling, but it's tinctures. Easier than seed cycling. All you have to do is, I'm in estrogen phase right now. There. And these actually taste good. I'm not one that can like hide a face. If these were bad, I'd be like, oh. These taste good. These are not made with alcohol. These are alcohol-free tinctures that actually work to help your body produce and maintain the right amount of hormone for you. So, and I teach more about these in the 12-week challenge as well. So let me know you guys' questions. Let me know if there's anything else I can help with. Otherwise, that's what I got for you tonight. Have a great rest of your night, and I will see you later.